Hey everybody. So get this question all the time. What is a day in the life like? And I realize there's the whole YouTube movement and people will show you what's a day in the life of a real estate agent, an insurance agent, right? For example, I've seen a lot of those and some of them go viral and they get tens of thousands, hundreds of millions of views, right? And a lot of times it's super fancy editing and showing them like grabbing a coffee and then like with a client, then walking in this $2 million house and, writing up an offer and blah, blah, blah. Most of that is shit. Can that happen? Yes. Let me tell you about my day today. This is legit. And in real estate, every day is different. That's a big part of the reason why I love it is because it's not routine. Nothing's ever the same. Now there can be a day where you don't have a lot going on. Again, depend on the busy. I'm just going to talk about myself. There can be a day where, for the most part, I don't got to be anywhere or do anything other than I'm on my phone. I'm still communicating. I mean, this is probably no exaggeration. I probably get somewhere between, I would say 40 to 150 phone calls a day. Variety of reasons. But that's just a ballpark. 40 would probably be a light day. 100 would probably be about average. And then 150 would probably be a busy day as you're negotiating something, making a ton of phone calls back and forth. But let's start today. So my plans, we always get up early. Me and my wife will go to the gym, every day. So we got up, go to the gym. The only thing that I had on my list, right? Got to the gym. The only thing I had on my list was 11:30. I was meeting my boat mechanic at my boat. He done some repairs for me. We were going to run the boat up and down the water just to make sure that everything was good. Should be about an hour. It's the only thing on my list as far as I got to be somewhere a certain time to do something. So my day was wide open. Insurance wise, I actually just got, approved by Progressive. So now I can actually start, it's in the process. I will be able to start insuring people through Progressive. So that's awesome news. It's a huge client. I guess arguably what would be kind of like a carrier that I can now provide people and help people with. So I'm super excited about that. And they had yesterday sent me over all their paperwork to complete. So on my to-do list today was, I'm going to complete all that Progressive paperwork, fill all that out. Got about another week or two for that process, and then it's good. Also had a few people go through my website for insurance quotes that submitted. Great. I'm going to get all their stuff finalized and submit it and start going through some underwriting, some carriers to looking at their quotes. That was my plan. And just as well as I have some, what I would call this tedious stuff, with some mail and some organization that I was planning on doing today and getting all kinds of knocked out and just kind of having a pretty, what I would call a very easy day. Got a phone call from a buddy this morning. I got back from the gym. He's like, what do you do? I was like, well, sitting here on the computer, filling out some Progressive stuff. I'm maybe 5 minutes into this. So we start talking about potentially going out on the water tomorrow. And then I get a Zillow call, calls me and I say, hey, I got to take this. Let me just beep over real quick. So nobody on my team answered it. So naturally, I got the call. And so I answered it, and a person wanting to look at a house today. No big deal. Well, by the time that I hung up with that, started doing research on getting that one booked, another call. Hey, can I go look at this house? Another completely random person wanting to go look at another completely random house. And then during that, I got a message from another one of our lead sources. Hey, this person wants to go see this house today. And so I followed up with them, started chatting with them on stuff. And so what I will say is within a matter of 30 minutes, I ended up with a 10 o'clock showing. By the time I got back from that, went straight to my boat. We ran up down the water. I'm sitting here in Harriman. I have a 2 o'clock showing. I have a 3 o'clock showing, different homes. Had another client reach out. They finally got pre-approved, which was awesome. And they're ready to start home hunting. Sent me 3 homes. So I literally go from Harriman. I got 2 different homes to show here, 2 or 3 o'clock. I'm headed to Oliver Springs to show them a 4:30. Headed to Philadelphia, there for a 6 o'clock showing, same client. And then a 7 o'clock in Sweetwater, same client. And then I will be home probably about 8:30, 9 o'clock tonight. That is a day in the life of a real estate agent. A lot of windshield time. This week has been crazy busy, and I'm always happy to be busy. I don't complain. I'm not a complainer. I am thrilled to be this busy and glad I can. But it's for people that want to get into real estate, they don't realize like you're giving up so much of your time. And again, on a days when you're going on, sure, you don't have a lot going on. But when stuff is going on and stuff's really busy, because we're at the mercy of other people's time. I'm always on my client's time, which is fine. I know I got into this for that. But a simple day today, right? Not a lot going on. Thought I was going to be able to play a lot of catch up, do some insurance stuff. All that is unfortunately have to get pushed till tomorrow morning. Because time I get home, I'll be exhausted. I'm going to go straight to bed. But that's today. That is a day in the life, for all the people that really want to know. And again, the crazy thing about real estate is, right, doing all this doesn't guarantee that you get paid a penny, right? I'm doing all this to help people. Now, hopefully the ideal is, once they find the right home, they'll put an offer in, negotiate, and get to the closing table, and you get paid. But other than that, this is what you do, and you do not get paid 1 cent, for doing this stuff. And that's not what a lot of people, they'll get in real estate. Maybe they, get busy, but then they'll have, some clients will show 10 houses. That client fades away, decides not to buy, or they'll have some inspection fall throughs. They'll get real frustrated. I just had an agent call me the other day, had their license about a year, asked me how putting it into retirement is going, because it wasn't what they thought it was going to be. And I tell people straight up, they want to get their license. This is not hard. Hard is not the right word for real estate. But it is, if you're not willing to make sacrifices, weekends and time with friends and family, right? Sure, it'd have been great on a Friday to go, downtown and grab some dinner, with the wife or some friends and meet up, but can't do it. And that's part of it, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. So I want to let people know, right? It's, you see the posts on Facebook, new contract, closing, pending, all this stuff, right? It all looks good on Facebook, but the amount of work and back end and what I call this windshield time is lots that goes in behind it. But if you ever have questions about real estate, thinking about getting into it, I'm happy to be very transparent with you. There's tons of people can be extremely successful in this. But people that enjoy spending time on the evenings and weekends, going to their kids' baseball games and, out to dinner and being very social with the friends, you got to make a lot of sacrifices for that to be very successful, in real estate. Y'all have a great day.